To know what Back to the Future is really about on a deeper level, it helps if you can interpret the symbols and grasp the reasons why they appear. 3 primary layers of symbolism here are 1. Space-time and its mastery, with special attention given to transits. 2. Trauma-based mind control of the SRA-DID kind that involves ritual abuse and sodomy. 3. The legendary conflict between Kronos and Zeus. In this video, I'm going to begin decoding one of Doc Brown's secret identities, making some comparisons to the animated films Wreck-It Ralph and Rango, where the same clever symbols are employed. The names of the main characters serve these primary themes well. Remember, a secret of Dr. Brown's space-time identities and how his first name, spelled backwards, is similar to the word time. The name Emmett, spelled backwards, is like time. T-I-M-E, time, spelled backwards, is actually the word emit, which means to discharge, and this observation unlocks the secret of another identity. Emit Brown. Emit or discharge Brown. Poop. Dr. Defecation. Doc Emit Brown. Here's a clip that highlights the connection between manure and the color brown. Why does Goldie Wilson run over to the manure after Biff and his boys crash into it and get dumped on? Because he's the brown guy. It's not racism so much as colorism. He and the manure are both brown. This kind of subliminal binding strengthens the Doc Emit Brown as defecation identification. Even Doc Brown's dog plays on this base level. His name is Einstein. Sometimes Doc calls him Einie, and it sounds like Heine, which is slang for a butt. A dog is a reference to a male prostitute, and since he's Doc Brown's frequent companion and escort, well, that suggests something about his sodomite sexual practices that fits with the other symbolic imagery. By having a dog travel in the time machine, they demonstrate the role of a psychopomp. Anubis, Hermanubis, Sirius the dog star. That identity plays on the level of the time travel as dimensional transit. A secret of Marty McFly's space-time identity is in how his name sounds like the French word for Tuesday, the third day of the week. Marty, M-A-R-D-I. He plays the role of Hades to Doc Brown's Zeus in the Zeus v. Kronos layer, an identification you'll find being strengthened throughout the trilogy if you listen closely for when and how the word hell is mentioned. Hades means hell, and he is the god of the underworld. The secret of Marty's other identity is discovered in recognizing the archaic word for excrement, mard, M-A-R-D, or M-E-R-D. He's Marty, poopy. In Back to the Future 3, Biff's ancestor Buford calls Marty a gutless yellow turd, because that's his secret identity.
You know what I think? I think you ain't nothing but a gutless yellow turd!
Marty McFly. Flies and poop certainly go together. Here's an example of how the 1955 Doc Emmett Brown is played up as Doc Emit Poop.
Hey kids, what time is it? Great Scott. Howdy, duty time.
Here's a related clip from Wreck-It Ralph.
It's not a coin. It is a medal.
Coin, medal, whatever. Just go back to your own dumb game and win another one.
I can't. I didn't win it in my game. I won it in Hero's Duty.
Hero's duty?
It's not that kind of duty.
I bet you really gotta watch where you step in a game called Hero's Duty. What'd you win the medal for, wiping? I hope you washed your hands after you handled that medal.
Listen,
One more.
Oh.
Why did the hero flush the toilet? Say why.
Why?
Because it was his duty!
How dare you insult hero's duty, you little gutter snipe?
Now, here's a clip from a film where we're not being let in on the potty joke in any obvious way, because if you don't catch on to what is meant, the joke's on you.
This ain't the bank.
Told you, Jedediah.
Hold it right there.
Sheriff.
Get them hands up where I can see them. Just as I suspected. Prospecting without the authorized equipment. Don't move a muscle.
Prospecting.
Now, you got your shovel, pickaxe, Benadryl, loofah, sorted snacks, some puzzle books, and you're gonna need a permit.
Ezekiel, Jedediah, what the Sam Hill's going on up there? I've had polyps removed smarter than the two of you. Hell's bar, this ain't the bank.
Hey, Pappy, the sheriff is standing right here, helping us out.
Gonna give us a permit for prospecting.
That's right, sir. Just doing my duty. The lonely constable on his rounds, keeping an eagle eye out for mayhem and malfeasance.
Where does one use a loofah? But in the bathroom. Rango squatting in the pile, just doing his duty.
Howdy, duty time.
Just doing my duty.
Howdy, duty time.
Just doing my duty.
I bet you really gotta watch where you step in a game called Hero's Duty. What'd you win the medal for, wiping?
Hey, kids, what time is it?
Great Scott.
Pretty obvious, right? I'll return to those clips from Rango and Wreck-It Ralph to explain more of the symbolism, but let's take another look at Doc Brown's Howdy Doody time. Watch Doc run as if he's in a big hurry to get to the bathroom.
Hey, kids, what time is it?
Great Scott. Howdy, duty time.
Great Scott! Scott Tissue has been the biggest name in toilet paper for a very long time. Great Scott! That's Emmett Brown's favorite expression, and now you know why. On the way by, Doc Emmett Brown knocks the hoverboard out from under Marty's feet. Marty was using it as a footstool. Stool, turd. It's howdy doody time. Hello, poopy time. And Doc makes haste and dislodges a stool on the way. He squats down and does his business because it's howdy doody time. When the TV goes out, we see a sphincter metaphor illustrated on the screen as it goes dark, because his business there is concluded. After you see a few of these kinds of sequences, you know there's more going on here than just a collection of filmmakers operating with stunted emotional development or dirty minds. The technical term for this crude obsession is coprophilia. It's defined as an abnormal interest in feces and their evacuation. Another definition is a paraphilia in which feces causes sexual arousal. It's a sign of mind control programming. The clip from Wreck-It Ralph employs some hidden symbolism that demonstrates coprophilia and ritual sodomy in connection with mind control programming. I'll label things, and if it all goes by too fast, you can always pause and replay.
It's not a coin. It is a medal.
Coin, medal, whatever. Just go back to your own dumb game and win another one.
I can't. I didn't win it in my game. I won it in Hero's Duty.
Hero's duty?
It's not that kind of duty.
I bet you really gotta watch where you step in a game called Hero's Duty. What'd you win the medal for, wiping? I hope you washed your hands after you handled that medal.
Listen,
One more.
Oh.
Why did the hero flush the toilet? Say why.
Why?
Because it was his duty!
How dare you insult Hero's Duty, you little gutter snipe?
Here's an animation somebody made from a cartoon. Daffy Duck is expertly not telling us about sodomy, by illustrating the symbolism in a kind of Rosetta Stone. Gun as phallus, trunk as dirt, rabbit hole as butt. Rango is also loaded with coprophilia and sodomy imagery.
This ain't the bank.
Told you, Jedediah.
Hold it right there.
Sheriff.
Get them hands up where I can see them. Just as I suspected. Prospecting without the authorized equipment. Don't move a muscle.
Prospecting.
Now, you got your shovel, pickaxe, Benadryl, loofah, sorted snacks, some puzzle books, and you're gonna need a permit.
Ezekiel, Jedediah, what the Sam Hill's going on up there? I've had polyps removed smarter than the two of you. Hell's bar, this ain't the bank.
Pappy, the sheriff is standing right here, helping us out.
Gonna give us a permit for prospecting.
That's right, sir. Just doing my duty. The lonely constable on his rounds, keeping an eagle eye out for mayhem and malfeasance.
In that scene in Rango, one critter slaps the other, then the patriarch raps both of them in the head with a stick. They're dramatizing the traumatizing, the ritual abuse of Illuminati programming. They're family members, and that pictures the generational bloodline standard of the illumined elite. The elder exclaims, "Hell's fire," after clubbing his kin, making allusion to the infamous Hellfire Club. Do you suppose the original Howdy Doody show had anything to do with coprophilia, pedophilia, and trauma-based mind control? Captain Kangaroo sure did. Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and Barney sure did. Let's not be naive, but see things as they really are, and get free of the influence of the spells cast through such ritual magic.